start recording. It's been a while since we've done it. It's been like, what, 3 weeks? Has it been 4? Well, anyway, welcome back to the DPS podcast, guys. I'm your host, Kimada Kinpa. Today, joining me will be Ravi,
You suck.
Joshua. I'm gonna mute. He's muted. Actually, I could server mute him instead.
Oh.
And then
In what world?
Ari, we don't have Clayton anymore. He's gone. I've removed him from the
He's
podcast.
dead. He's been evicted.
We're all looking down on him. He's like in a hole, and we're all on the outside looking down at him. Very disappointed.
You can't believe you condone. I can't believe you support bullying.
That's right.
Imagine being a bully, can't relate.
Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Oh no.
Ethan's like, do you? No, Ethan. Clay's like, do you know what I'm capable of?
I'll destroy you.
Invincible.
I'll use my K-pop stands against you.
I'll never get out of the basement. Someone just invited me to League of Legends game. I'm sorry, Henry, but no. Alright. So, it's been a while since we've done one of these. I forgot how we, start these things up. But, let's look at our topics of the week. I know that Joshua and I have been very happy about what has occurred yesterday.
Have we introduced ourselves yet? Or am I stupid?
Oh, I introduced you guys.
Okay.
You guys can introduce yourselves if you want. Alright, very cool. Thank you. We should really try to come up with a structure for how we begin these. Because every time I feel
I
like
think it was my fault because I was setting up my funny mic.
Yeah, we definitely remembered and heard it.
Really?
I feel like
Do you want me to make sure
No,
that
no,
you
no,
guys
no,
are-
it's okay, it's fine.
Okay.
I feel like we start the podcast differently every time. We should have
Gotta keep it fresh, you know?
yeah, I guess so. Anyway, Joshua and I are very happy with certain events that occurred yesterday. We finally got Aryan to watch Your Name.
I forgot what happened already.
You,
Guess we're rewatching it today.
Oh.
Joshua,
No,
pull it
everything.
up.
I know everything.
All right. How did you like the movie? 'Cause it's very
It was
good.
pretty good.
He's just saying that to appease us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
This is
Pretty
terrible.
good. Please don't hurt me.
That's right. It was good, wasn't it?
Yep.
It was great, even.
Fantastic.
I'll get back in the
Incredible.
closet.
With the rest of the children. You can join me down in Clayton's basement.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll keep you in my
Come in.
basement. It's
Come
like a second
inside.
level to Clayton's
I
basement.
hope you enjoy your
First the
stay.
basement.
It's smaller and darker. The ground is far colder than it is up here.
Pog.
Thank you.
It's like the extra hell meme.
Exactly. The Shadow Realm. Oh my. Okay, because I have a list of things that I want Arian to watch. I don't know if I've ever talked about this before on the podcast. I probably have.
Nuggy.
But I want to talk about it again because it upsets me because it's a bunch of movies, right? It's 4 movies, right? 2 movies are continuations of properties he's seen and enjoyed, right? One of them is a property he suggested to me to watch, and he refuses to watch these for some reason, like the plague. He's avoiding them. It took us 3 weeks to get him to watch Your Name. It's upsetting.
This is
Wait,
awesome.
which movie? Wait, what are you talking about?
Okay, let me
Bunny.
pull up the list.
Oh, but is it? Wait, but you haven't even seen Bunny Girl.
No, he has.
I have seen it.
Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah. Okay.
I want him to watch Silent Voice, Weathering with You, the Violet Evergarden movie, and the Bunny Girl movie.
Silent Boys. What?
Silent Voice.
Yikes! I don't know what you want me to watch.
What are you talking
These
about?
are an hour and a half
movie.
commitments.
What's a commitment?
Something that you can't handle.
The root of his problem.
Arian, I've watched you commit to shitty offstage plays in Smash harder than I've seen you commit to
Oh
these
my
movies.
God.
Oh my god.
It's upsetting. It's an hour and a half, dude. It's not that long.
It's my life.
It's
Time.
not that long.
Can't believe you've done this.
Just watch it, dude. Instead, you had me watch Mirai Nikki. Why?
That was not.
What?
That's not a top tier anime. That is in fact a low tier.
The guy that plays my favorite character in that show plays the same character in every fucking show he's in. This is what.
I've not just ruined the show experience for you. I've ruined every next show you see with that character in it.
I'm pretty sure he's the guy. It sounds like the voice actor for the new villain of ReZero. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
it does.
Like,
Greed.
yeah, or Gluttony.
No, Greed is the white-haired dude.
Oh wait, I thought
Right.
that. Were they? I don't know.
Gluttony is the weirdo.
Yeah, but it
Don't know what I'm
sounds like
talking about.
yeah. It
Watch
sounds like him.
ReZero season 2. It's great.
Like, he plays the characters are so similar in every. He always plays somebody who's like,
It's white hair and smug.
well, not like white hair, it's like kind of smug and very much potentially quite gay. Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
You're
wrong.
right. You're right.
Oh my god, hold on a second. I have to change some of my
I didn't think about that one, but
audio
okay.
adjustments. My brother is in the room over and he's being very loud right now. That's
Imagine.
upsetting. Okay, hold on.
What's
The
very
ladder
loud?
to assert dominance.
I'll start screaming as well.
What's very loud?
My brother.
Oh.
Okay, I think that's fine. I'll have to
Robbie.
see.
I just figured out how to move the entire scene.
So you're
Or
gonna become a 3D animator in
I can
Vegas.
3D animate in Vegas.
That doesn't sound very great.
It's
Vegas-
not.
Clay could learn Blender or Maya. No. 3D anime in Vegas,
It's
bro.
actually interesting. It's kind of fun because it's just like how far.
Doesn't
what can I
After Effects
do?
have 3D stuff too?
Fun in the same way that contracting
Yes.
COVID is fun.
Hmm.
That's a way to put it. Like, Arian literally just asked me something and I've forgotten.
After Effects has 3D effects.
Yeah, I haven't used After Effects too much though, because it requires a lot of CPU and my laptop can't really handle it very well.
Yike.
It's
You can drop the
unfortunate.
resolution to like 1/16.
I mean, I could.
But isn't that defeating the purpose of using like nice editing software?
I mean, when I back like this like almost this is like 8 years ago, I had this like really slow iMac and that was the only the computer I had, and it was so slow that the best I could do when I ran Blender was wireframe.
Yikes.
That's unfortunate. That's.
It
highly
worked
unlucky.
though, but it wasn't very nice.
It worked, but with parentheses around it.
It's working. It's working.
Oh my god. Watch these movies, dude. It's not that hard. I know for a fact that you will like
Apparently-
at least two of
apparently
them.
It is hard. So.
At least 2 of them.
They are continuations of shows that you enjoy. It's just more of the show. Why is this so hard for you to commit?
Ethan, he can't be reasoned with.
He's gonna watch Nishijo again.
Where's my JoJo movie?
Live action, JoJo?
Oh,
Yes,
dude,
I'll-
I'm down to watch the Dimensions
School Days?
Unbreakable,
Yeah,
live action. I'll watch that. Like, cause I think you could rent it on like YouTube now, or you could always pirate it somewhere. I don't know where though. Like I've seen clips of it. It doesn't look that bad. It looks okay. Like, if you've ever watched an anime movie, you know for a fact those things tend to not be very good. Now this doesn't look like it's too bad. This look
So,
terrible.
Hmm.
telling me these anime movies are bad, so I shouldn't watch them. All right, I get you.
Oh my fucking god. You're gonna give me an aneurysm, my dude.
Yeah, see, Arian's gonna watch the Full Metal Alchemist movie instead of the Full Metal Alchemist show.
I don't
Oh,
do
the
that.
live action Full Metal Alchemist movie. Oh no.
What do you take me
Just
for?
better.
What do you take me for?
A
Some
degenerate.
weird live action only person?
Well,
Yeah.
you're
I've been
obviously
sent
never gonna
death
watch anime
to
movies on your own,
.mp4.
so. Like,
This is the most beautiful animation I've ever seen.
oh my god. This is wildly upsetting. Watch the movies. You know, and on top of that, read part
Nah.
6.
Oh,
Read part 6.
Imagine
Oh my
reading
god.
part 6.
imagine reading part 6.
Read
Yeah,
part
imagine.
6. Read
Only
part
only you
7.
have.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
Imagine reading.
part 6. Yeah, I would never read manga.
What
Mr. Shokugi.
What the? Oh my god.
Never me, never me.
How? I'm trying to think of everything. that
Me
you've
who read the
recommended me.
Death Note entirely of Death Note.
I need to read Kaguya-sama. Get
Yes,
around to
you
that.
do.
Yeah, just like how you have to read
Yeah, but I
part
wouldn't know
6.
these. I never read manga.
I've never read it, you know. So I wouldn't know if it's good or not, but it's good. So you should
Yeah,
read
yeah,
it.
of course, of course, of course.
No, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
we could say that Joshua is probably one of the few people you will ever come across that has read.
Read it.
Read it.
Fuck, read it. Fuck.
I do.
Read
I do.
Read it. Read
He
it.
has
Thank you for.
he has written more pieces of like media than he has read, which
Wait,
is
what?
impressive.
You've written more pieces of
Excuse me?
media than you've read. Joshua,
because you
what's
would
your,
never read,
what's
right?
what's your next
Of course, of course,
your
of
next
course.
book about?
It's about anime, of course.
It's
Of
the
course.
it's the God.
It's a book about how
Joseph
society-
NTR.
Joseph. This is how Joseph interacts with society on a
Every single
molecular
book is-
level,
Every
whatever that
single
means.
book is about how God NTRs Joseph. You know,
Oh no.
Yeah, it's just
it's just a very common thread.
it's the same story over and over again, but like from a different character's perspective.
Yeah.
He's on to his 15th. I can't wait for it to come out, Joshua.
True.
Someone will write this fan fiction and send it to us one day. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not even be years from now. But it will happen one day.
Maybe it shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't happen, but you know it will.
I feel like Ethan's threatening Joshua.
It's almost like Ethan wants this to happen.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying, you know.
We've talked about it enough on the podcast for it to potentially actually happen. And you know,
Potentially
we've
actually
come
happen.
across far worse fan fiction than
Right.
this.
Yes.
Like, this is pretty tame, considering like other stuff that we've found when we decide to check check what type of fan fiction like classical literature has.
Mm-hmm.
It could be worse.
It could.
It could also be a lot better.
It could. So,
So another thing I
So-
wanted to talk about a little bit is right, Joshua and I, because we were talking about anime. Josh and I have been watching like a bunch of like older anime and stuff like that. We just watched Akira yesterday. What the hell was?
I would never watch anime. I'm not a weeb. What's wrong with you?
Yep.
Joshua, what's your favorite anime?
It's Family Guy.
Of course.
My favorite.
But yes.
Yeah, but
Oh, sure,
you
sure.
would know because you'd never watch anime, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Akira was weird, dude.
It was weird.
It's about Akira,
I
right?
don't want to give any spoilers because, like, I don't know.
A 30-year-old movie.
Well,
but it was
yeah.
strange.
Weren't you supposed to read the third, like the other manga for
So,
it before watching it?
well, no. What I know, or what I've heard a lot about, is that, right, Akira is an adaptation of a manga, right? That is, I think, 9 volumes, and the movie covers the first two and last two uh, volumes, I believe. I know that they like maybe there's like some stuff in between, but they like don't include a decent amount of the middle chunk. Because when we were watching it, like at one point, just stuff started to happen. It's very strange. Uh, like stuff that wasn't like explained super well. So, like, yeah, they cut a lot of stuff. The movie was still like 2 hours long though, so like, I don't think you really realistically would have been able to actually like adapt the full thing over, because like, I do not want to sit down to watch like a 4 hour movie. Like,
True.
that's the thing. Like, I don't know, it's pretty good. I liked it. It's very strange. Uh, the ending was not as confusing as Ava though, so that's pretty good. I
Plus.
suppose that's a plus. It's more understandable than Ava. Dude, the end of Ava, man, that was something.
It really was.
Even now, I don't think I fully understand what occurred. Well, okay, well, not that what occurred, but why stuff was
Yeah.
happening. It was very, very strange. Uh, yeah, but we should watch the Ava movies sometime soon.
True.
Uh, I know that Ava 4.0 still hasn't been released. I'm pretty sure Ava 1. What is it, 11, came out in 2007. So people have been waiting a very long time for Ava 4.0, only to get Darling in the Franxx instead.
What do you mean, Darling in the Franxx is a 4.0?
You're right. True.
Yeah, true.
Oh my god. I definitely want to watch this soon. I want to get a bunch of movies off my to-watch list, and I want Aryan to watch the fucking movies. It's not that hard.
True.
This is the Flame
What's a
Aryan
movie?
podcast.
What the? We can flame you for literally every show you
This is
watch.
an anime podcast now.
Yeah, this is the transition from DPS podcast just being whatever the hell like we wanted to talk about to just being anime, because that's honestly, dude, quarantine has got us like not doing anything.
Speak for yourself, man.
Speak for yourself. I've been doing a lot of stuff.
Like, well, quarantine's got me not doing anything. All I've been doing is been watching anime that I've like
There we go.
been meaning to
Project-
watch. I've been
project-
playing
I've
games.
watched way less anime in quarantine.
I watched all of Mob Psycho. That's all I've done.
I've been meaning to watch them. Like, I don't know. It's a lot harder to do things, I feel. Like, going out and stuff like that. Not necessarily work, because I've been doing a decent amount of work. Like, I have recordings for 2 videos done. I have to edit them. I have 2 videos that, like, I've been planning on doing that I've been thinking about. Like, Clayton knows, I think I talked to this about, to Aryan as well. I don't want to do, like, a Smash tier list, but, like, everything that we say in the tier list is, like, incredibly wrong. Like, we don't even call the characters by their correct names.
Josuke.
Just like Google Translate all the names.
Well, no. We, like, Pikachu, we call Pikachu Pokemon, and we call Pichu baby
the-
Pokemon.
Or you could just call Pikachu Pichu and Pichu Pikachu.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Then I just saw, like, Alpharad do this video where he and then his, like, guy who does a bunch of, his drawings for thumbnails, do, like, both draw the same character in, like, a time period, and then, like, compare how it comes out. And I was, alright, so Clay, this is the proposition right now. Would you want to do that with me? We
What?
both get, like, a character to draw, and then we each have a certain amount of time to draw that character.
Sure, but I'm
You
awful.
can
at
draw
drawing,
in
so
Vegas.
Yeah, you could draw it in Vegas.
How do you even draw in Vega? I don't think you can
You
even.
make lots of 1 pixel images.
It's true.
Think it's easy.
I'll add a bunch of boxes and mask them together.
Exactly. Like, or I could get you and one other person, like Aryan, to do 2 drawings of the same character.
Just
Maybe
tutorials.
if you want to be referee because like a lot of people in this room are not artists.
Yeah. Yeah, so what we could do is we could get like a certain number of people to do it, and then I'll have you all draw like a character.
What would be more interesting if you like didn't tell us what the name was, but you just like described it.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I'll describe a character, then I'll tell you what character I was thinking of in the end, and then you guys gotta
that-
think about what that character could be. You draw who you think it is, and then we'll see how close it is to the like actual name. That'd be pretty neat.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. Like I have like some videos. I have like what a few ideas for like a video essays like floating around. I have like an outline written for one of them, but I'm probably not gonna do another video essay for a while because the last one I did like fucking took it out of me, man. Like that was like maybe I worked on it for like 18 hours across 3 days. Like that was I mean, I'm glad that I got it out, but I was very tired during the end. I was like, damn, I don't want to do this anymore.
Decided to learn OpenGL. I made this amazing thing. Posted in general.
Alright, I'll take a look at it. I'll see if I remember to edit this in. What is...
My plant.
Yeah, no, I know. But why?
It's beautiful.
Well, it's like it's like
Objective
you need to
survival.
draw like a texture. It's like okay, it was before. It was like the awesome face emoji.
Okay, I like the plant better than that.
I mean, I've gotten further than that. Like I've actually gotten it to draw like a simple Fong model. Here, if I can get the video real quick. So yeah, I'm actually doing something productive with it now. But basically, the idea is that because I'm writing a custom render engine, I need to be able to actually know how to like draw stuff. I don't know how to do that, and so if I can learn OpenGL, then I can write a render engine for my engine.
Nice. That's pretty neat. Yeah, like... I don't know. There's so many things I want to do right now. And just... it makes me not know what to do, so I just don't do anything.
Do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
know what you
I
mean.
have too many projects.
Do it.
Yeah. Like... I mean, I'll get around to stuff eventually.
That's what people who don't get around to it say.
No, I
Oh
you,
my
don't,
god.
you don't have to come for my
There was
neck
no
like that,
reason.
dude. There is no reason. Like,
No mercy.
I mean, I've been doing stuff slow. I've been doing like a bit of one thing every day. So like, it's not amounted to anything that I could really show off, but like, I'm making progress. Like my fight animation I started will finish eventually. Like, cause I'll draw it in like maybe like 5 frames, and I'll be like, I want to draw something else, and then I draw something else.
You're like keying it, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I already have like all the sketches done. I'm just going over to like do actual line art of each.
That sounds boring.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. Like, when I'm going in between a lot of the stuff, it's not very fun to draw. Or like going over a bunch of the stuff, it's not very fun to draw. It's like, all right, it could be worse. But yeah, I'm like just to the point where I'm like, I don't want to do that.
We need like a program that can like auto line art.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Just feed it the drawings and it like does the line art part for you. So then you can now do the next, skull-numbing part of coloring it in.
Oh, I'm not coloring this in, dude. That's gonna be ass. I'm not doing that. Uh, like, no, that's too much for me. I'd rather not.
Apparently some programs like Toon Boom can like auto color. Like if you like color one frame, it's apparently they're able to like color in the rest of it.
Really? Is it-
Yeah.
Yeah, you may want to look into that because maybe
I
it could do
think
line art for you too.
All right,
I
maybe
think I actually know what you're talking about.
I might check it out then. We'll have to see. Like, yeah, I don't know.
I remember seeing a tech demo for it, I think.
All right, check it out. Uh, so Ari and I were talking about this before, right? Switching off of it, like to a different topic. Do we still want to talk about the Smash stuff, Arian, or no? And I guess Clayton as well. I don't know if you've been like super in the loop about it.
What do you mean?
Uh,
Like the Smash drama or like the?
yeah. Is Arian here?
No.
Sorry, my mic was muted.
Okay, very
Yeah,
cool.
we can just go into a little bit. We don't have to like talk about it too much.
Yeah, I suppose so. So like, Joshua and Ravi are gonna be kind of like, what's it called?
Oh no.
A bit out of the loop. I talked about this a bit in my most recent video essay. So do you have like anything you want to say?
I mean,
I mean, all I remember people like I remember people seeing references to it, but I don't like actually know anything about it.
Is this the sexual assault allegations?
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not exactly like specific to the Smash community, right? More
But
like just
it's-
video gaming as a whole. But I have seen a lot from the Smash community.
Yeah, because it all came out
Yeah.
at once. Like everything just came out like a big burst.
Yeah, especially because the big thing is for Smash, it's a lot of top players getting accused. Oh,
There
fuck.
evidence to back it up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're not really they are accusations, but it's not like it's been proven. So what's gonna happen to them?
They've been ousted from the community at
They,
least.
Zero.
I don't
yeah,
know.
that's the
Zero
least of what's
specific, yeah.
happened. Yeah, because the big thing is, at this point in time, before MK Leo came around, the top three of Smash 4 are no longer welcome in the community, which is insane. Like,
Yeah.
Not very. It's not
Yeah.
good. I mean, it's good we got they're gone. Like, or we found out about this sooner than later.
yeah, but like, oh, dude, it takes $0 to not fuck a child. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah. I mean, at least it's good it happened because now it'll be
What do you mean it's good at happening?
no good that
No,
like
good
they were
that-
ousted. Like
Yeah.
like they found out.
Because there was like
What do you mean it's good?
Yikes.
One of worst phrasings.
like, yeah, there's like a list of like
So like
50
no one
plus
like more like
people right now.
less people can get hurt or whatever.
Yeah, like
Like now we know.
the moment that tournaments start opening up again, it's gonna be very very different than like how it was before. You know,
No
for
one
better or
under
for worse.
18 inside a tournament hall.
Yeah,
That's
there's-
interesting. How are tournaments going to like happen with COVID and stuff?
Well, right now a lot of tournaments are online, which kind of sucks because
Are they using
online
like
Smash
Switch
is-
Online for that?
Yeah,
Well, that's the
Oh,
only way
that
they
sounds
can.
terrible.
that's the only way. Yeah, it is really bad.
Well, there are ways to like social distance tournaments, but you can't have a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Smash's tournaments are known for other things like use soap.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
So like
There's a lot of stuff that's kind of like, I don't know. Again, we'll have to see how like stuff turns out. Like not just like in terms of Smash tournaments, but like social gatherings in general afterwards. Like, we talked about this
Yeah.
before. Like,
People in general are more mindful about like cleaning themselves and cleaning their hands, even after this.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm. Hopefully, dude. I don't. Like I remember like learning that people like walk into their houses like with their shoes on. I'm like, that's so gross.
Yeah,
Like,
you're just tracking mud all over the place.
yeah, like why would you
Whatever
do that?
whatever is stuck to the sidewalk is what you're bringing into your house.
It's gross. What if you stepped in something that's like
Gum.
No, you
Yeah,
have
oh.
something. It's a given.
exactly? Oh my god, like
Like, what if your dog pooped and then you actually step in it and then you walk
see it
in?
doesn't mean it's not there.
oh my god,
Bacteria.
It
I don't
is.
see it. It's not there. Coronavirus. I can't see it.
Dude, listening to white Christians, right, or Catholics talk about how they won't allow their lives to be controlled by an invisible force is kind of funny.
Well, it's
Like-
not only Catholics, it's just
Yeah.
people.
Pretty much just morons in general. It's not
Yeah.
restricted to them.
I won't be by an invisible force. Unga bunga.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like. Oh.
I'm just like masks have become political. That's just horrible.
Oh, that's insane. That's wild. Like.
Didn't Trump like finally wear a mask or something?
I
yeah,
don't-
he did,
I
and
don't know.
and he was actually wearing it correctly.
He was wearing it correctly or incorrectly?
No, correctly. Like
Oh,
they
that's
actually
good.
had him put it on correctly.
That's nice, at least.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's not talk about this topic too much. I had to. We did this like a few podcasts ago. And I had
Yeah,
to
we
cut
don't
out.
want to. Yeah.
I had
yeah,
to cut
let's
out 30
not.
seconds. Or not 30 seconds, 30 minutes of the podcast where I'm like, I feel like we probably should
What
talk
what about the
that.
Karen onslaught?
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess like that's
I mean, that's just talking about dumb people in general.
yeah. Oh my
Masks
god.
don't work, and then there's like like why? Because they don't work, and why? But they don't work. But why?
There's this one like
Monkey
what's it
brain.
called? I saw this video of like this guy's timeline, right? Where he was like dying, like, like downplaying coronavirus. He's like, oh, look at all these people going out. This isn't bad, right? Then he catches it and he goes like, this shit sucks. And then like the next thing is like saying that he died or some shit like that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yikes.
there's plenty of that. There are literally hundreds of instances of that. Oh, have you seen the picture of like social distancing, like baptizing, where it's like the priest is like a mask on and to baptize they're using like a water gun.
That's fun.
Your child is getting sprayed down with the
That's
super
cool.
soaker.
Yeah, it's like a hand
A
squirt.
holy
Like,
handgun.
Modern problems
You
require
must-
modern solutions.
You must
Oh my
survive
God.
God's holy Glock.
Oh my god, that's
You
pretty
already
funny.
know.
Hey,
That's good.
you got a way to get around it.
Well,
That's
yeah, I
not
mean
bad.
it's good they found a way.
See, they're adapting. That's good.
It's
Not
just
just
such a
ignoring
funny
it.
picture though. I mean, it's better that than just business as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. Like,
I mean, it's not great that you're still sharing the water though, so that's not great. But it's better than like doing the regular ritual.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. I came very underprepared for like topic lists this week. I don't know.
We can go for the would you rather part right now.
Yeah, you want to do the would you rather? You think that'll last us 30 minutes?
Yes,
Well,
it will.
it can become an infinite hole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
depending on like what we talk about.
Yeah, we were talking about it before, like looking at like the Reddit for would you rather. There's some pretty good ones. Does anyone want to start off? Do they think they have a great question for the other people here?
No, I don't have any. I was wondering what you'd tell us for the would you rather.
I literally said to come up with questions.
Okay.
I gave you a warning 30 minutes before!
30 minutes. I was doing something called a Subnautica.
An hour before the podcast started, I sent out a message. First of all, reminding you all that we had a podcast in an hour, but also
No, I remember they had a
that we have
podcast.
to
I didn't
come with
remember that.
would you rather questions.
Let's see. Okay.
Version.
Would you rather have a Napoleon or a Chimchar?
We're doing the Pokemon thing. What Pokemon would you have? That's not really a would you rather, I suppose, unless you like.
Yeah. Would you rather
specify.
this, that?
Of the
Here's
1,000
what-
Pokemon, would you rather to have? And you just list out all the individual Pokemon.
Here's one. So suppose the latest Pokemon for Switch hasn't suppose it were like before it's released, right? Would you rather it got delayed until like 2022, but it's like good, or released at the time and you get to play it soon?
Delayed.
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 I think everything is better delayed.
Wait,
Well,
wait,
Delayed
wait,
for
wait, wait,
long,
can you
'cause that's
repeat
probably
that?
how long it would have taken them to make it
Like
good.
before Sword and Shield came out, would you rather get delayed for 2022, but it be really good, or have it the way it is now? I've played this game for
Yeah.
like almost 300 hours, so I can tell you for a fact this isn't a really good game. Like I
I
would
mean, is
much
there-
rather have had it delayed.
Like, I think almost anyone would say delayed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to play like a. I feel the game could have been better. I would always just wait. Like I'm not gonna like. I think I'm not gonna miss out on anything, am I?
Like, I think the problem with delaying stuff is like when you don't know when it's gonna come out, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you don't want
think-
you don't want it to enter development hell, because
Yeah.
if it does, it can get canceled.
Yeah,
but
so
like
if
yeah.
you
you're
have
saying,
the
like,
confirmation
we're
that
gonna delay
it'll
it
be
for
better,
1 year and it's gonna be better, then like you're still getting it in 1 year, right?
Yeah.
It's not like there's any
Well, I
uncertainty.
mean, it's a triple. Like, okay, it's Nintendo and Game Freak. They're not gonna just cancel it.
dude.
But
Listen. Metroid Prime 5 is gonna come out before Metroid Prime 4, dude. That game is never gonna come out. I swear to God. Like they've been talking about it since 2017, I believe. We've gotten a PNG of the title screen, and that is it. Dude,
Nice.
And you didn't know other information. Yeah, it's very unlikely that's going to be released.
what is that? Pikmin 4, Bayonetta 3.
Oh, but well, I mean,
Pikmin.
Pikmin had a Wii U release. They can take their time, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But you know that the next game is gonna take forever to come out, man. Like, oh my God, Metroid Prime 4 is never gonna come out. Very unfortunate. What about F-Zero, dude? They haven't got the game in.
All
is it?
those
16
1 year.
years.
No, it's more than 16. I'm pretty sure.
No, they had
Well, F-Zero
Climax as the
GX,
last game. I'm
right?
pretty sure, right?
Oh, but wasn't that like a remake or some stuff? What is it? Last F-Zero game.
The last game with
Pretty sure
Captain
that's
Falcon.
that's
Yeah,
GX,
Climax.
right, on the GameCube.
16. Okay, let's see. It's the last video game in the franchise before its hiatus. What is this on? Developers. What platform is it? Oh wait. Oh.
This is funny. F-Zero GX uses the same engine as Super Monkey Ball.
Incredible. Okay, climb.
I mean, they have the code. Why not use it?
Okay.
Apparently, people are really angry about Paper Mario.
Oh, yeah, I'm angry about Paper Mario. Oh my God.
You got him started now.
Oh.
You want to rant about it? I'll let you rant. You want to talk
I mean,
about Paper
it's
Mario?
so simple. It's just make an RPG game, not a puzzle game. You know?
I almost feel like it's like a satire game. Like, look, it's Paper Mario, but it's actually paper.
They
Like,
only
they
the only
took the
thing they
paper
have going
part
for
too
it is just
seriously.
paper. Like they took the name Paper Mario was not about it being about paper. Paper Mario is about the story, the
I remember-
funniness, the
remember
cool
seeing a
game
quote-
mechanics.
And it was like, if Paper Mario was made by people who have never played Paper Mario.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I guess they're like, we already have partners in time. We're like the Mario and Luigi stuff, so we're gonna do it. But now, what happened to that? It's gone. It's no more. When's the last release for Mario and Luigi? I don't know.
Oh,
So what's left? Paper Mario. It's a shell of its former stuff. It's not even a shell. It's a whole different game. It's just garbage now.
that's a
Freaking
first
wow.
bad.
Battle mechanics. No XP. What does that mean? Oh, you're just gonna have to freaking.
Dude,
It's not an RPG anymore. It's just a freaking.
Oh yeah, and there's something about like some big event, and then they announced like Bakugan or something.
It
Yeah.
wasn't,
that-
it wasn't a big event, I thought. It was like
Some
just
events.
they were doing a mini like reveal of some games. Yeah, this is a new Way Forward game. It's the Bakugan thing.
So like people were like mad about that too. I think
Why? It's a third
They're
party
expecting-
game.
they were expecting something else, and then they didn't get it. I don't
It-
know what. I don't know
it's-
that much
It's
about
a Way
it. though.
Forward game that was confirmed to be a third party game as well. Like I don't understand or it's gonna be right from Way Forward or already like a third party property or like company. I'm pretty sure. and then they said that from that it's going to be third party like franchise. Right, that basically means that it's probably going to be based off of, like, a modern property, right? That's like a TV show or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's kind of whack, but like, it's whatever. It's fine. They did Shantae not too long ago. Dude, I still
I
have
also
to
have
play the new one.
something else. So I remember hearing like, because I was like, this is in like March, I was like considering buying a Switch because I never got into it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty fun. But I didn't want them to like phase out the console. But then Nintendo announced like, oh, we're gonna keep this thing going for like 5 more years. I think like, what do you think about that?
I think it's fine. I think it's good. I mean, you don't have to get a new console. They might do a pro version in some games for like, the 3DS Pro.
Yeah, I would like to have them do like hardware updates because eventually I'm probably gonna want to replace the Switch I have now. But
Yeah, I
like,
feel like they could make a model that was like had like a larger like controllers and larger screen or something, like a larger size
yeah,
for
to
people
like,
who have larger hands.
yeah, to upgrade like the model, that would be pretty cool. But like, with terms of the design of the console as it is now, I'm fine with it. I think it's pretty good.
Also, like in terms of like what in supposing 5 more years, right? It's running the same. It's running at that point 8-year-old hardware, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that might make developers less enthusiastic to support it.
I mean, PS3 did like have developers on it for like so long.
The last Wii game to ever come out on the Wii came out like last year.
Yeah, that's like Just Dance or something, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it still came out. Not the Wii U, the Wii.
I think they did it because they get Wii U support for free.
Yeah,
Did
it's
they?
like. Well, I
Wait,
mean,
what
because
game
you
again?
could play Just Dance 2020 came out for the Wii.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think like it'll be fine.
They've done this before with like the original Game Boy, which was made in the 80s, and they were still trying to get people to develop for it in the like early 2000s.
Uh, no. By the early 2000s, they switched it out for Game Boy Advance, I believe.
But that was like right at the time was when they released that. So in like late 90s, it's like here's our latest handheld is like the Game Boy.
I thought one of the last games for the Game Boy was like Pokemon Yellow, which came out in like 1999 or some stuff like that. Last Game Boy game.
Samurai Deeper Kaiyo released it February 12th, 2008.
Like,
Oh, and that's Game Boy Advance. This is Google messing up.
yeah. It looks like one of the last ones to be. Yeah, because the Game Boy Advance released in 2001. So like they definitely had time. Cause one of the last big major releases on the Game Boy was for the Game Boy Color, which is like whether you want to consider that a different model, like that's up to you. It's like different but very similar at the same time, which was November 21st of 1999. Like they developed for that thing for a long ass time.
To realize though is that like now like the games are released for like all 3 major consoles at the same time, and so if suppose Microsoft and Sony keep making new versions of like suppose in 5 years they make a new Xbox or whatever, right, new PlayStation, at that point the Switch will be hardware wise so far behind that the Switch versions of games may like look a lot worse for them, perform a lot worse, or be like a much worse experience,
Yeah.
or not come out at all for the console.
What I'm assuming, or what I'll at least hope, will happen was like they keep the general design of the Switch, but they like upgrade the hardware.
Yeah, like a Switch like second revision or something.
Yeah, huh.
Yeah, Switch Pro.
It's gonna be
Like,
called the new Switch, the new Nintendo.
and all those
Switch.
like intensive games will be only on the Switch, the new Switch or Switch Pro, whatever you want to call it. Like they
Yeah.
don't have to put the games on the old one. They could just say, "Oh, you have to get the new one."
like the new 3DS.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it's
Shulk-
going
Shulk
to
the
be
game.
called. It's gonna be called the new Nintendo Switch.
I don't want that. That sounds like it's confusing.
Yeah, the name
That
does,
hasn't
yeah,
stopped them
forced choice
before.
of naming.
That hasn't
I
stopped
mean-
them before. They've done it not once,
That
not
doesn't mean that they
twice,
should
but
keep
3
doing it.
times.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they should keep doing it.
But you know they will.
I mean, oh, it's whatever. I mean,
I mean, you know, hopefully they don't call it
Mm.
the new
The
Nintendo
new-
Switch, but like
I mean-
Nintendo is kind of strange. Like what? New
do you
Super
know if
Mario
there's a
Bros.
name?
New 3DS, new Nintendo 2DS. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, they called it a 2DS XL. What?
No, 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 no. I thought they called it the new.
No, it was
There
called
was,
2DS
there was a
XL.
new 2DS XL as well.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
there
a
was
new one?
Yeah, there was
Wait, hold
a
on. What?
new Nintendo 2DS XL, but I thought that the model, right, the base model was called the new Nintendo 2DS.
New Nintendo 2DS XL. You're right. Wait, but what about the normal 2DS XL? Isn't nothing like that?
The 2DS was a brick.
No, 2DS XL, but there was no new version. It's just they
I
called it new for some reason.
I don't
There's
know.
no. It's just 2DS and new 2DS XL.
Dude, they put new in front of it. Like, why don't
It does. It
I mean-
doesn't. And then like when we make a third revision, what do you do? The new Switch,
the newer?
the newer Switch. That's horrible.
I think the 2DS
do
XL
Switch
was
U or
actually, though,
something
really
like
good.
that.
Yeah, Switch 2.
Switch to
Switch U.
Switch U. Switch. We switch. We
Oh no.
we switch off this console back to a PlayStation.
Oh dear.
What the engineering team asks when they're asked to develop for that console?
Oh my God.
I mean, a lot of the games are like really like. Have you seen the great deal section of the eShop?
The eShop is like a dumping ground.
Yeah, it's
It
actually
used to have really quality games, but now it's
Well, I
there's
think
quality
Nintendo's
games. You
like
just have to look through it.
I
Well,
mean,
it's
like
like
in best selling,
Steam
you'll
in a
still
lot of
find
ways.
it, but like the number one best selling is like a 2-cent game,
Yeah.
and it's like complete garbage. I mean, I guess for 2 cents it's a quote unquote steal, but like, is it really worth your time?
Is it worth 2 cents.
Is it really worth your? I think the 2 cents is like less of the problem at that point.
It's I don't,
What?
yeah, I
I
don't
think
know, man.
because I think they're overcompensating for the lack of software for the Wii U, and they're like, let's just get as much stuff as possible on this console, make it super easy to develop for. We'll accept anything.
I still haven't ported over
And-
Mario 3D World.
but you can play an unlimited selection of shovelware.
That's true.
Hey, for people that's
like-
this is
it's
their
like a
only
mobile
console, that's
Steam.
kind of fine, I
Yeah.
guess. But like, no one loses and the like putting crap on the eShop, does it?
Well, no, everyone loses because the people who make games, right? Their shovelware is not more attractive than anyone else's shovelware, so they don't make any money. Nintendo has a worse user experience, so people don't want to use the eShop, and people who actually want to publish games, they now have a worse platform people don't want to use. There's no one is
mean-
benefited by this.
I mean, there's no other option. If you want to play on you put something on the Switch, you either make a physical release, which is dying now, or put it on the eShop. So like, it's not gonna make people not
But they
gonna
could have
buy the
at least a
Switch.
little bit of quality control for it.
Yeah, they could. Like, I think they so there's a problem in the eShop where all like 1-cent games are being like they're super cheap, so people buy them and then they would be ranked as a best-selling game. So they go on the best-selling page, and the number one game was a 1-cent game. So what Nintendo did was remove all best-selling games which are 1 cent, but then people did 2 cents.
That's not like that's like the definition of a bandage fix.
It
That
really is.
yeah.
I don't know. Nintendo's online services are pretty bad.
Nintendo online system is a bunch of band-aids.
Why does it
especially for
keep?
Smash.
Why does it keep being bad? Like networking isn't like a new concept.
No, for Smash it's bad. For
Is it 'cause
Splatoon,
Nintendo.
for ARMS, it's good.
The
Why
only
ARMS?
thing Nintendo understands how to do is make a good video game. They don't understand how to do anything else, dude. Right? Like, it's wild. It's insane how much they screw up in every other category of being a business except for, like, the product quality in which they put out. Like, it's consistently pretty good. Like, not to say Nintendo hasn't made bad games, because they most definitely have made bad games, but, like,
Usually the good games are always very good.
yeah, and like they come out often enough for you to kind of forget that they made the bad games.
Like, I don't remember the bad games except Paper Mom.
The
Well,
Animal
well,
Crossing
like,
Amiibo.
Usually those
Party.
are like contracted out.
Wait,
though.
Animal Crossing Amiibo what?
Animal Crossing Amiibo Party or whatever. It's like
Oh,
a
was that-
Mario-esque board game,
Yeah.
but with Animal
Was that on-
Crossing.
Was that on Switch?
Is on the Wii U. That was the Animal Crossing game for the Wii U.
Oh, what? See, so bad I don't even know about it.
It's Mario Party but worse, and it requires you to have Amiibo from Animal Crossing. It's pretty bad.
And you could probably wait. So what Animal Crossing amiibos are there?
There are a lot. Do you not remember when like? Okay, so I'm like not super big into collecting Amiibo.
But you'll get the Smash ones at least.
Yeah, I'll get like a decent amount of the Smash ones, like, uh, but I remember there's a period of time where I'm like, hey, I'm out like at, I don't know, like Target or whatever. I'm like, hey, let me check like the like electronics section. I want to see like what amiibo they have because maybe they have something that I haven't found before. There's like two
The
Zeldas,
Walmart
like
Golden Mario.
one Marth, and then like a million like Animal Crossing amiibo for like different villagers that like I've never heard of, and I'm like, that's a bit of a yikes, dude. That's unfortunate. It was not great. It was wildly not great. They had like a ton of
And
those.
that was made by Nintendo EAD, right? Too. It wasn't contracted out.
Yeah, that was their
Ouch.
in-house department, I believe.
The same group that makes Super Mario Galaxy makes Amiibo Festival.
Actually, no. I thought was Amiibo Festival done by the people who are doing the current Mario Party games?
I don't think so.
Side project. Just
Like
makes them a little bit more money.
Isn't Mario Party like also contracted out?
It's by Intelligent Systems, right?
Yeah, I think Nintendo at least has shares in that like company though.
But
Yeah,
usually
of course,
usually
they
the companies that
licensed the
they
idea to them.
they usually own them. Like I don't know, like Sakurai Corp. Doesn't like Nintendo own it or
Did
something?
you just call it Sakurai Corp?
Sakurai. Sorry, what is it?
Imagine.
Sora Unlimited.
Sora. Sakurai Corp.
Sakurai Corp.
Sora Unlimited. You know.
I don't know if they have like shares in
I
Sora
think they have like
Unlimited.
they have more they have more than 51% or something like that, or 50%.
Well, I'm sure the business relationship is probably not that different from like Xbox exclusives, where they like have a company that makes it and they like work with
It's just
them
a
on it.
hands-off approach basically, but they
Well,
own
I
it.
mean, like the thing is for like Halo or whatever, like those are like subsidiary companies, right? ND Cube, right, who made the Mario
Or
Party
343
games.
Industries or whatever.
Yeah, like 343, whatever the one for Gears of War is. Like those are companies owned by Microsoft.
Gearbox.
I do not know if Sora Unlimited is owned by them.
Well, that was done for like an interesting like loophole,
Sakurai
right?
Corp.
Sakurai Corp. Oh my god. Let's see. I'm reading right now. I don't think that the Wikipedia page at least says what like have to decide to quit freelance. So it appears that it's like technically a freelance company, but like basically only does Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's say Sakurai just got like gone from Nintendo, and and he took his company with him, right? I don't think they can just make another Smash game.
Yeah. Like because Sora Unlimited is technically only Sakurai and his wife. It's just that he works with different teams. I guess most like notably the Bandai Namco teams. Actually, no, there is one game that they worked on that wasn't a technically Nintendo game, but was released on a Nintendo platform. It was what is it?
The first Kerp.
Uh, it looks like it's a puzzle game with Bandai, released on the Nintendo DS. Yeah, but
Oh.
like, because I think let's see if this is still a thing. There is a subsidiary in Nintendo. I don't know if it's still around. That's called Project Sora, which is like
Oh,
for
that
all
one.
purposes, it appears to actually just be like, the team that Sakurai uses. It looks like. Oh, okay, never mind. It lasted for like a few years, and it made one game, and then. Oh, because I remember Nintendo folded a bunch of its like in-house company or like in-house groups into like one, like subsidiary or like one team or whatever. And I guess that's probably what happened to Project Sora.
In terms of things that would never happen would be really cool is if like the next generation of like Nintendo console used like the Apple APU instead of the NVIDIA one. because
Oh,
those are
yeah.
like those are super powerful, but they're also very efficient.
It's pretty good.
What is the architecture for the NVIDIA APU for like the Switch?
ARM.
Like
It's ARM.
yeah.
And actually, NVIDIA has a new one that's not really like it's like released December of last year, but it's called like the Drive AGX, but it's a it's like a sort of successor to the Tegra, which is in the Switch now.
Yeah. Tegra's pretty old.
Oh yeah, that's the same part that's used in those failed Shield consoles.
Yeah. Did Shield actually fail, or is it like just no one bought? Like, I mean, I guess that is.
If no one buys it, it's a fail.
I meant like, isn't it still around?
It has a higher market share than Linux on the Steam user base, but that's it.
I mean, I'm surprised that it does.
Do you guys have
Shows
any
just how
other
few Linux users there are.
unfortunate? Do you guys
Like,
have any other would you rather questions?
Oh yeah.
We only had
We only
one.
had one, and it wasn't even a would you rather.
Would you rather Empoleon or Chimchar?
Yeah.
And it went to Paper Mario somehow.
So what we could always do is just start scrolling down. You know.
All
Well,
right, all right. I
imagine
got
you
one,
could
I
bring
got
like
one.
one
Joshua,
piece
yeah?
of.
I got a real one.
Wait, you want to tell the one that you told me before?
No.
Oh, fuck, what was it?
The
Okay. Wait, should I say it?
no, it's fine. It's whatever.
Okay, I'll say the real one.
Yeah.
I feel like this doesn't apply to us as much, but would you rather have a little bit of cheese on everything you eat for the rest of your life or never eat cheese at all?
Oh fuck.
I mean, you could always just take it off and eat
But
it
yeah, 'cause
separately,
Clayton
right?
doesn't like cheese.
I already have a little bit of cheese on pretty much everything. I think I'll take the first
Let's
one.
just say you're not allowed to fucking take it off. If you eat something, you have to eat it with like there has to be cheese on it.
I mean,
If I can control the amount of
Like,
cheese on it,
that's
then I
is
fucking
it a
never mind that.
ratio of
Yeah.
your stuff to cheese, or like is it just the same amount?
Yeah,
every
what's
time?
the cheese to food ratio?
I think it's okay. The question specifies enough to make you taste the presence of cheese.
Oh,
Okay.
that could be nothing though. As long as like this is slightly cheesy. That's okay.
Like,
But-
No, but, like,
but-
there's
but
no-
can you
there's
control-
without a
can you
doubt that there's
control
cheese
what
in-
type of
that you
cheese is
taste
on
the
it?
cheese.
can you
For me,
control what
that's
type of?
the easiest question in my life.
Can you control the like what cheese it is? Is it blue cheese? Then like no. Is it like
You can control the cheese type, then you could select an appropriate cheese.
what if the cheese
Yeah.
is like random every time? Or you get
dude?
to
Like,
have
what
like
about
a
eating
select number
chocolate
of
and it's just
cheeses.
blue
Some
cheese?
cheese-
Oh
like
my
nasty.
god, wait, imagine you're having chocolate and then there's cheese on it. Oh, that doesn't sound very good. I don't like that.
Josh would
Honestly,
love it.
I would never eat cheese because I eat enough Asian cuisine that cheese I don't need it, and I'm
Yeah, that's
lactose
true.
intolerant.
Yeah,
There's
okay. I got
tons of dishes and tons of like food that doesn't even use like even a little bit of cheese.
Okay, I would be fine with it as long as the cheese isn't like the maggot cheese or whatever like those cheeses.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's like a fringe case. Like,
Yeah, like I mean, if it's random, then what's the chance I just freaking find a maggot in my chocolate? Like what the
Well, how many different types of cheeses are there? And then from there we could.
there's a lot
hundreds
of types of
There's
cheese.
there's
thousands.
almost unlimitless selection of cheese.
That
Imagine
being
if you
said,
get
if you're
American
eating maggot
cheese.
cheese, the maggots are probably dead. So it's just extra protein.
Aren't they
That's
supposed to be
true.
alive because the
Disgusting.
bacteria in them are
Well, no,
would-
it depends on how you eat the maggot cheese. I think one common way you eat it is that you basically kill all the maggots before, or you take them out.
okay. Well, you see, I'm vegetarian, so that's not gonna even happen.
So what if you had American cheese?
American cheese?
That's not okay. American cheese is
Does
like
that count as
it's
cheese?
trash, but it's like
It's like
it's not the
plastic.
worst thing.
It's not the best either. I don't like
It's not the
American
best.
cheese.
It's not the worst. Yeah, it's not good. I would rather just have like a real cheese. Why did?
I think
Why?
I'd probably go with no cheese. Like
No
again, I
cheese?
eat enough Asian food where like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter that much. Like
Do they put
I
cheese
don't
on
want
sushi?
cheese. It depends. White people.
Oh,
do.
cream cheese. Yes,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
depends.
still strange.
It's
To eat a bagel, there's some cream cheese on it already. No.
It's like they don't like put it on like actual like like actual sushi. It's like when you're in the States, you go to a
Yeah.
sushi place and they're like, "Hey, do you want sushi?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And then they give you this roll of rice with
What
like
about
fish on the inside, and you're like, Well, I mean, yeah.
What about cheese with sashimi?
I eat that with wasabi and shoyu,
Yeah, but the
so
wasabi is cheese though.
That's a lot more than a little bit that you can taste.
no.
Well, yeah.
No, I eat it. I'd go with no cheese probably because
Yeah.
there's just so many things that I think that I like eat very recently where I'm like I don't want to have cheese on that. One of my favorite things
brain.
to eat is salmon teriyaki, and I'm imagining
Uh,
cheese on
salmon
anything
che-
teriyaki.
I don't think I've ever eaten salmon with cheese.
That doesn't
Doesn't-
sound super
That
appealing.
doesn't sound
Okay,
great.
actually, if you have like
Um,
smoked salmon, you could put like cream cheese with it. That's like pretty good actually.
Ugh.
But
Maybe with like a cheesy sauce, but like not like lots of cheese.
yeah, it's I don't know. I would probably go with no cheese. That'd just be easier for me. Okay. Does anyone have another one? Because I have one. If no one else has anything else.
Go for it.
Would you rather have $1 million or have 1 million ducks that you could telepathically control with your mind?
1 million what?
1 million
million-
ducks.
one
$1 million,
million?
depending on where you go, is not a lot of money.
Feed them.
Or a million what?
1 million ducks.
That you
Ducks?
can control telepathically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feed-
Beijing Kaoya, you know.
I
Well,
feel like
if
if
you
I
get
had,
a fucking
feel like if I
million
had those
ducks, that you
ducks,
can
I would
control,
get,
you're
like-
just gonna eat them.
You are gonna eat the vegetarian. Hold on a second.
I feel like all
well,
those ducks would just get like seized by the government or something.
okay,
Yeah.
when I searched up how many ducks are there in the world, and it says 48.4 million.
So
And
you
an
have
estimate in
2%
2016.
already.
You have a
There are more
pretty
ducks in the
sizable
world than that.
portion of the world's ducks.
You
Listen,
have
That's
two-
a
what you
lot
could
of
do is
power.
you
You have like
kill
2% of
the
already
other
all
ducks
of
and
them.
have a monopoly on ducks.
This is
Right.
the dumbest idea ever.
Because you
Where
start
get-
out with 1 million, right? But like ducks could reproduce. You might not be able to control them, but you can still have them.
No,
You
go
could
to an
become-
island, dump a bunch of seed on the island.
I mean, these ducks are basically like domesticated in a way, right? Because you can control them, so you can like you can maybe make yourself like the most prominent duck farmer, you know?
Yeah.
You'd be rich. You could have an island with only ducks, and then
Could
people
these
come into here to see
1
the duck island.
million ducks be classified as tax dependent or like dependents, so you could get tax reductions?
And also like once the duck dies, you get the control of like another duck, or like is it just over? Because ducks like only live like they live like less than a decade, right, or something?
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at.
But then there'll be
Um,
a new duck.
Maybe you get to control their offspring.
Wait, what do you mean you control the duck?
Okay, so we'll say that, like, you could telepathically control them, right? Like it.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What does
yeah,
that
no,
mean? Like,
no,
you can
that's the
become a
catch.
duck?
No, that's not what
Wait,
we're
wait,
saying.
Wait, you become the Borg hive mind, but they're all ducks?
It's like you're the center of a hive mind, except instead of like like insects or whatever, they're ducks. Right? Like
you could attack the president.
because what could happen is
Like,
Like,
of
let's
any
say if
country,
you have
you could
the offsprings of the duck you could also control, right?
establish dominance with the duck population.
Build up
Exactly.
your duck army on an island somewhere.
Eventually there will be a point where like assuming that you could like have one of your ducks reproduce with a duck that you don't control, like in like a few decades you might potentially have a monopoly on the duck population, right?
He's too powerful.
Wouldn't PETA come after you for like freaking?
Yeah, but you
Duck.
can just wipe out Peter with your million ducks.
Exactly. No, at that point you probably have a lot more,
Have
right?
you seen like Birdemic?
No.
Yes.
They start kamikaze.
You could become the cause of birdemic. Think about that, but with ducks.
Awesome. But duck,
Oh
damn
my
it.
God.
This is a new Disney Pixar movie plot.
Exactly. Think about it, right? Like, eventually, right? Everybody has got like some sum of money, right? But how many people could say that they could telepathically control, even 2 ducks? No one. No one can. And then you're over here like, well, I could control 1 million ducks telepathically. and counting. Like it doesn't cap. You could continue to just get more ducks. Think about that type of power. That's power you can't buy.
Not gonna lie, the 1 million looks pretty attractive.
Like, think about it, man. Like, Bay Area, like $1 million, what are you gonna do? Like, pay rent for a month? Like, but with the ducks, right? You could build a house out of duck
I would
carcasses.
buy 1,000,000 ducks with the $1 million.
Oh yeah, how much does a
Oh
duck
yeah, how
sell
much do
for?
like a yeah exactly? Wait, think about that. You could sell all your telepathic ducks and have them run away and come
Yeah,
back
that's
to
true.
you.
You can just sell the
And you,
telepathic
it's like
ducks.
it's
Yeah,
a con
it's like
scheme.
money farm.
Ducks are 10 to 20 a piece.
You sell them fast enough to get enough before they like die from starvation because you're gonna have to feed 1,000,000 ducks.
Listen, dude, you go to a park, right? People throw bread at ducks, man. Like they fucking feed those things for free. You could have the ducks attack bakeries,
Okay,
right?
so they're
And
not
that can't be
clumped together.
traced
They're
back
all
to
like
you.
separate everywhere. I'm assuming.
All right, like and something even better, right? So like I think I read this article like I think like a few months back that like I think when there's like a locust plague or something, right? One
Ducks
of the
help?
ways they actually fight locusts is actually ducks.
Dude, the 1 million ducks are just sounding better and better as we go on.
Yeah, so like you can just outsource, you can use your ducks to, you can have a country pay you to use your ducks.
That's far more money than like this upfront $1 million, right? Like the 1 million ducks is the obvious
Oh, you can just sell
choice.
all the ducks,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
can take
Even
them
then,
back
right?
later.
It's like what $10 per duck, even if you don't have them like telepathically come back to you, right? That's like 10 times the value of $1 million.
Like,
Because
what's the
each
cost of
duck
a
is
duck?
like we were talking about, it's like 10 to
Yeah.
20. Like
What's the
that is
cost of a duck's soul?
what is the what is the cost of a duck's soul? Could you perform transmutation with these ducks? Like have them turn into transmutation circle. For
Did
full
you know
metal
that
weapons.
China sent 100,000 ducks to fight a locust plague in March this year?
I didn't know that. But think about yeah, no, think about it, right? That's not even like half your duck force, right?
Yeah.
You could have multiple like squads of ducks going out to fight locust infection.
The squad.
1 million ducks. Obvious choice.
But okay, the problem is they all like as soon as you accept the deal, they just flood into your house.
Well, I mean, you have telepathic control over them. You could probably
They're like
space them
sleeper
out.
agents, Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like
You
they're,
just
they're
get-
normal
you just
ducks up until
activate
the moments you
duck
want
control.
them to. Yeah, exactly. They're normal ducks up until the point where you're like, duck, do something. Like duck,
Like they're just across the world. Like
Yeah.
there's, okay.
exactly, right?
You can make an army of them.
Like what? There's locust infections everywhere, and in the time of need, you assemble all your ducks together into this big super duck.
This fucking question is so fucking dumb.
It's great.
Who would take the 1 million?
Yeah,
It's too dumb.
exactly, dude. It's like there's no context. You take the ducks. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna have
Again.
to leave a little early because someone's calling me.
all right.
I mean, it's CS:GO, but someone's calling me really quick. Emergency.
Oh, all right.
Okay, see ya.
All right,
All right.
I'll be back, maybe.
all right. Well, we'll see.
See
Do you
ya.
have another question, Ethan?
Let me. I have like a few others that aren't as good as this duck question. Like, would you rather earn 1 cent for every step you take, or $1 for every time you jump?
Well, how many times people jump in a day? Like
I
0
would
times.
take
You'd
that.
have to like make an effort to do it.
But okay, so here's like the thing. Maybe you're like, now I want to like work on cardio exercises, so I want to start doing jump rope.
That's true, actually. You know, I would take $1 for jumping.
Like you have to go out of your way to do it, but
Because
like it's
I never
more
walk
for less.
anyways.
But it becomes another job. So unless you have a job, it doesn't make any difference.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. Okay, so
Pretty good
look
job.
at it this way though, right? Because like how much are you
Like-
gonna get paid for the average job, like for an hour, right? And how many times can you jump in an hour? Because I'm willing to bet that it's more money on average, more money for like how many times you could jump in an hour compared to how much you get paid, and it's exercise on top
You
of
could
that.
probably get like $100 in a minute if you do jump rope.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because the thing is,
Buy a AAA game and
it I guess it depends on like whether you're gonna like what kind of lifestyle. Because if you walk a lot, then I just see merit in like taking the one set over the jump, right? Because like I guess this could also be like a running thing. I guess it comes down to I guess whether we could figure out how many steps you would take in a minute compared to running compared to jumping. Because like
Well, but here's the thing: if you like an entry level software developer usually gets paid like, 80 grand to 100 grand a year. That's roughly equivalent to 2,000 jumps a week.
hmm
You want to do 2,000 jumps a week?
well, I mean,
That's
you
not
could spread it. That's not that bad. You could spread it out, right? And
like
again, like,
like jump
you're
rope is not that intensive, right?
yeah,
That's true, yeah.
like, because I guess the whole point of it is
So
like,
it's only 200 jumps, 200, 300 jumps a day.
yeah,
Yeah, and it's like supplemental income, right? Like
yeah, like you could. It's
so like if you were a developer, you would have to go to work for like probably like 8 hours or like probably even longer every day, right? Or you can just jump rope for like 5 minutes.
yeah, exactly,
True, yeah.
right. And is the question now is do you? I'm assuming you don't get taxed. This is my question.
Well,
Should we say that
this
you
may
get
count as
taxed for
taxable
it?
income.
Yeah, is it taxable income?
Well, you are making income.
I mean,
Who's
yeah, I
paying?
suppose so.
How are
Who's
you
paying
getting the
you for
money?
these
Like,
jumps?
does the money like just like come in like an envelope or something? Like, I'm pretty sure it's
Who's
gonna get
paying
fucking
you?
taxed, or else you're gonna get in fucking trouble.
You just smuggle money into the
Just
like.
don't report your income.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
don't report the income.
Easy
Oh,
money.
Tax
yes,
evasion.
this has never gone wrong before.
Yeah, there has never been an instance where evading taxes has ever been bad for anybody. Like, I think I'd probably do the jumping, just because like that would motivate me to also like exercise more. Right? You jump rope. It's not like super intensive, but it's still like exercise compared to
Yeah.
like, and it's
Desk
a lot
job.
faster than.
Like,
Yeah, no. I think walking or like the steps 1 cent. Okay, what if we up the cent count from 1 to like 20 cents per step?
20?
Yeah,
And then
Mm.
the steps is easily wins. You have to walk to get places.
well, yeah, but like there's a minimum
Dude.
amount of walking. I guess it depends on how much you walk, right?
20? Ooh.
Like I get it depends on how much you're walking, right? Because like say uh maybe 20 is a little bit too much. I'm trying to think. Because, like, jumping is something where you deliberately have to go out of your way, right? Walking is far more passive.
So I searched it up. It says like to walk like 1 mile, it's like around 2,000 steps. So that's like $400, right?
Mm-hmm. But how long is it to, like, walk? Is it a mile or 2 miles?
1 mile.
That's like maybe
Yeah, but
10
like,
minutes?
how many miles are you walking every day? Like,
Yeah,
when I was
exactly.
on campus, I was walking like 6 miles every day.
Yeah, but, like...
'Cause- yeah, but that's not happening now anymore, right?
Mm-hmm. Because, like...
like 1 mile or 400 jump rope.
Yeah. Because
What is it, jump?
the... What's it called? Jumping is, like, going to be more consistent. Because it's something you have to make a deliberate action to do, but like walking is going to be far more like, I have like I guess more variability. Like if you're walking a lot, then I think the with 20 cents is a lot better. But I guess it depends on how much like you want to deliberately put into this. Because walking, you'll just accumulate it passively, right? It's something you do every day. It's not something that like is.
I think if it was 20 cents per step, I think walking would probably be the better choice. Because I think like you would probably get around if you like didn't sit at your computer all day, you could probably get like 100 or 200 just passively, right?
Yeah, but we sit at our computers all day, so
Okay, you know what, buddy?
listen.
And,
This
like-
isn't what the average person would do. It's what you would do.
Okay, but like if you go out and like take a walk, right? Like a
Mhm.
short walk, which is like only like 25 minutes, is already a mile, right?
Yeah.
So like that's already like a day's worth of income
Yeah.
or more.
I would okay if it's 20 cents. I'd probably do walking, especially because uh,
I still
like when
think
I'm
I'll
off on
do
like campus, I can't drive
jumping.
because I won't have access to a car. So like, because when I was on campus, I did a lot of walking. I would maybe walk like a minimum of like
Same.
10 miles a day actually. Uh,
Yeah.
like I would walk
Is
a
it
lot.
for people who don't like work like desk jobs and is not COVID, then the walking thing is better for them.
Yeah.
I think even if you do work like a desk job, it's still fine, right? Like, cause like I feel like walking is also just like better for your mental state.
Yeah.
Cause like I mean you're still going outside, right? And you still probably should be taking walks or something like that.
Yeah. I guess maybe 20 cents is a little bit too much for every step. What about 10? We bring it back down to 10, right? Uh, so you're halving the income that you
And
would get. Like because when it's 1 cent, I think we're all in agreement that we would rather jump. When it's in 20 cent, we're looking. At least Joshua and I were saying, we would do step. Clayton said, jump, right? If it was 20 cents per step and then $1 per jump. Clayton,
uh,
What?
buddy, if it was 20 cent per step or $1 per jump, would you still do
Which
jump?
one? Yeah, it's still the jump.
Okay.
I said that
Uh, what about you, Robbie?
because I still think jumping would just be more worth it than having a
Because
passive
you can
income.
do that. You can bang out the jumps a lot quicker than the
Yeah,
steps unless you are running.
Yeah.
You can do like
go
lots of
go.
like because like you don't if you're doing jump rope, right? You don't jump very high, like maybe a couple of inches to clear the rope, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot less work than
Also, what is
running a
like
mile.
what would be jumping? Would it be um like how high do you have to go
Think
for
about
it to
like
count as a jump?
jump rope, right?
Because
Like
you can do
how
like
high
the
you go
most
on
weak
average.
jump ever, but you would you still consider it a jump?
Okay, where do we split off a hop from a jump? Like,
Now
I
we're getting
think
too.
jump rope.
I shouldn't have asked that. Now
Well,
this
well,
is
jump rope would be fine, right? Because like it's called
yeah.
jump rope. It's not called hop rope. Um,
Hopper.
But
I
yeah,
Really?
you
think
have to go higher than like 3 inches or something with using both feet.
like 3 inches with both feet is like nothing, right?
Yeah, that's the amount you need to clear a rope.
I
Jump rope.
think anything less than that would be a hop, and that would not count.
3 inches? I mean, you could just get a trampoline.
Well,
That's
yeah.
true.
But each jump takes much longer with the trampoline.
Yeah, but it takes less work to jump on a trampoline.
That's true. It'll take longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but the thing is with
I
the
feel like
jump
I'd rather
rope, the
jump rope
benefit
for
I
10
see with
minutes
that,
than
yeah, is that you also
trampoline.
get more
Okay, but
money
like with
and
10
you
minutes
get
of jumping
exercise.
on either of them, you're gonna get like 500. You're gonna get like way more than what we're already considering, right?
Yeah, like I mean, again, I would rather walk at 20 cents. I would rather take steps because of how much I normally walk, uh, especially when like I'm on campus, which I will be coming the next start of the semester. Uh, I'd much rather take that, just because
I think
for me personally, it'll be
I
better.
think jumping is also something that becomes a lot harder with age, right?
Oh yeah,
Like
Definitely.
if you're in
It's
your
like
fucking like
walking.
50s or 60s, you're not doing fucking 500 or 600 jump rope a day unless like you're actually still
Well,
fit,
but you
right?
could do enough jumps when you're young to save up for retirement early.
That's true. But
Well, yeah,
like when
it
you're
becomes a
but
job
like when you're
basically.
that old, like you're still gonna be like walking every day. You'll probably be walking more because you'll be retired and you have nothing fucking better to do, right?
Yeah, yeah, I would rather do
You convert to the
walking.
walking plan later.
Yeah, no, you can't convert. You can only pick
If you're
one.
good at
I think the moment that you drop it down from what's it, 20 cents to 10 cents, like the cut in half, is where I'd say like I would jump from that point onwards. Like any lower than 10 cents, like 10 cent and under is where I'd start jumping instead. Uh, just because it's so much easier for us to jump. At least now, we could get it a lot faster than if we were to walk, right? Like,
Mhm.
you just save up enough money for retirement by
Yeah,
jumping.
I think with 10 cents, I would still probably walk, but
Hmm.
I think like 5 probably jump.
Yeah, yeah, I would stop at 10.
Because 10's still a lot of money.
Okay. Let's see. I have another one that's like not as fun, I think. Does anyone else have another would you rather? Or should I go again?
Go again.
Okay. Well, would you rather lose the use of your dominant hand or both of your legs?
What do you mean by lose the use?
Like,
Paralyzed?
Is it?
Like
Yeah, they're, like,
irreparable
paralyzed.
damage?
yes.
I mean, fuck.
That's a tough one.
For me, it's easy.
I think easily my legs because I do much more with my hands than my
Yeah.
legs. I
Same.
mean, it would suck for being like exercising, but like people who are confined to wheelchairs, they still exercise. So that's why I say the choice for me, the choice is easy.
Yeah, the choice for me is easy. For, like, other people, especially because, the job that I plan on going to requires extensive use of my dominant hand. Like, I would far rather,
And for me, typing a lot.
yeah,
And you can do that with one hand, but you're much less effective.
I would much rather lose the use of my legs. Like, it's gonna suck, but it suck far more if the
both of them just fucking suck.
Yeah, you see how I mean this one's not as much fun? I'm looking down, but would you rather? Like, subreddit, see if there's anything else. I think some of the best ones are, what's it called? Like, controversial. Just because they're so fucking funny.
Okay. Would you rather eat mayonnaise with everything for the rest of your life, or would you rather sweat mayonnaise?
Oh, fuck. It's so fishy.
Ew. Okay, eat.
Oh, oh, dude, this is hard.
I sweat a lot. Everyone sweats a lot.
Yeah, everyone sweats a lot, right? But, like, that's a lot of mayonnaise to eat as well.
Mayonnaise is just disgusting.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, so I don't want to be sweating it.
But would you rather be... Okay, listen, look at it this way, though, right? Like, how clean is it gonna be? Because you could bottle up that mayonnaise that you sweat and then sell it.
Okay, shut your fucking mouth.
Nobody has to know where it came from.
I think it
No.
pains me, but I would eat it.
And
Oh, but the original question was eat only mayonnaise.
Oh,
well, if you're in an
okay.
interview, you're sweating, you're a little bit stressed, and then mayonnaise is going down your
Yeah,
face.
so you give it an old lick, and you're refreshed.
Exactly. Yeah, you become reinvigorated.
Yeah.
If I could choose Japanese mayonnaise, I'd probably eat mayonnaise.
What is Japanese mayonnaise?
It's like, I'm trying to remember what the difference is between it. Like, I'm not a huge fan
I
of
had
it,
that.
but it's
Wait, Japanese mayonnaise isn't half bad.
it's like, yeah, like if I had to have mayonnaise, I'd have it like that.
Like-
Especially because a lot of like food that I,
Japanese
Like, already
mayonnaise
has it.
tastes like something.
yeah, like it doesn't specify what type of mayonnaise. If it's normal ass mayonnaise, this becomes a lot harder of a question. I think
I think that's what it is. Though.
I probably
Yeah.
would still go with eat mayonnaise.
Oh my god, it's disgusting.
It's very gross. But would you rather sweat it or eat it, Joshua?
You're right, but like I don't have to be happy about it.
Well, okay.
I
Well,
wanna
think
be
about it this way,
happy
right?
in
Because
life. I
you're
don't wanna
eating
be
something with
miserable.
mayonnaise. You're not eating mayonnaise by itself, right? The thing is,
Sweating
when
is
you're
out of your
sweating,
control. Eating it.
like you're
you can-
sweating, your face will probably like sweat a decent amount. Like your head at some point will. And how much of
What-
that mayonnaise is going to get into your mouth?
Okay, what are good recipes of mayonnaise?
Nothing.
Deviled eggs have mayonnaise in them.
Okay.
Deviled eggs are pretty good.
I do not like eggs, so that's a
Okay,
no for
you know
me.
what, buddy?
Dude, imagine
Um,
pizza, but instead of like tomato sauce, it's mayonnaise.
that's oh my god, the cursed marinara.
How much mayonnaise does it have? Is there, like, what is the mayonnaise to food ratio?
It doesn't specify.
You need to stop.
Right, because you know the would you
I
rather like
assume
these
a
type of things.
sizable. I assume a noticeable fraction of the food is mayonnaise.
Like,
Where someone will look at it and be like, "Why do you have mayonnaise on that?"
like, because again, like when you're coming down to stuff like this, that's pretty gross. You have to come down to specifics, right? Like, oh my god, I would still probably choose like eating it though.
I've had mayonnaise before with salmon, which wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
Dude,
Yeah.
like almost anything with mayonnaise is like not great, but not terrible. If
Not
it's like
great,
good
not
with
good.
mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Japanese mayo, I'm like, I like a decent amount. So if I could choose Japanese mayonnaise, I'd do that. Because I already eat like a lot of seafood, and it's not like bad with seafood. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I think when I had mayonnaise with salmon, it was Japanese mayonnaise.
yeah, I'll probably eat mayonnaise over sweating it like a goblin.
Okay, yeah, do we have any more questions?
Would you rather be Hitler or be the guy that killed Hitler?
This
Can I be both?
It's a hard question.
It really is.
you end up the result is the same.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. You don't understand. One of them is the good guy.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Oh my god.
I regret nothing.
Okay.
You're
okay.
gonna regret it in 10 years.
I'm gonna regret it. I'm gonna get canceled for saying that.
In 10 years.
Okay, okay. I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather all recorded music be replaced with Kids Bop versions, or be a kid in the Kids Bop versions for the rest of your life?
Oh, it's just like that's like purgatory. Okay.
Hell.
I just commit suicide.
That's miserable.
Team.
Okay, does this like count like to like soundtracks and background music as well?
Sure.
Like how would that sound?
Yeah.
Well, it's Kids Bop.
Oh shit. Oh god.
You can't escape Kids Bop. They have a monopoly on the music industry. Every single aspect of it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh. I don't like this question. Do I either listen to Kids Bop or be the Kids Bop?
I
I'd
mean, yeah,
rather listen to Kids Bop than have to be Kids Bop. That sounds horrible.
but you're making everyone else listen to Kids Bop as well.
Oh my god. You listen to Kids Bop or live long enough to see yourself become the Kids Bop? This sounds miserable. Both sides of it sound terrible.
Oh my gosh. I actually don't know. I think both of them are.
They're both
How
terrible.
how much do kids and Kids Bop get paid?
Probably
Will you
a lot.
like physically be a child, or will you be like you're
You'll
like
be a
80
grown
years
adult.
old, and you're like
You go to kid-
that's terrible. Oh god, dude.
Okay, okay. It says the casting call 9 to 10 or 9 to 12 rate is 70,000 per year.
Hmm.
Wait, what was it?
70,000.
70,000?
That's how much you get paid as a Kids Bop kid.
I don't want to be a kid's bop.
I don't want to be Kids
Child.
Bop.
Just imagine like watching like
Okay, well, how
like,
old
like
do they?
Your
how...
Name or something, and
Oh
all
my
the fucking
God.
music is Kids Bop.
So it said Kids Bop Kid for the rest of your life, right? How old are they? Because do you die the moment you become too old?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did they kill you? Oh my
They have
god.
like a timer on their lifespan.
It's it's like Promised Neverland.
Listen, because like you don't have to listen to Kids Bop. You are the Kids Bop kid, but it's only for like so many years before you die,
Yeah.
right? Because you now have an end goal of death, right? Like
You know, the world won't know your sacrifice, but you will.
exactly. You'll die. You'll be on the deathbed, right? Like your family will be surrounding you. You'll say, like, I saved the world from Kids Bop
Yeah, but
by
you'll forever
becoming
be
the Kids
known
Bop
in the family as the fucking guy who was a kid in Kids Bop for
before
his
he
entire
died.
life. When is
Oh
he
my
gonna get a real job? Is he gonna he can't be a kid forever?
Yeah. Yeah. Again. So do you die the moment you're no longer considered or like eligible to be a Kids Bop kid?
I don't know.
What is the oldest you could be as a Kids Bop kid?
I mean, I think I'm sure they can pull some strings, you know.
Fucking 80-year-old dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
If I have a cap on my lifespan, I'm gonna go with the Kids Bop. Be the Kids Bop kid. I could enjoy good music and then die. I will never be able to consume any form of media ever again.
Die.
If it's kids,
Yeah.
if everything is Kids Bop, it would ruin it for me. I'd rather have like a limited time enjoying media than just never be able to do it ever again.
Yeah.
I would die. That's my choice.
It's a good story to tell.
You see, this one guy approached me with this proposition.
A deal I couldn't refuse.
Dear.
Okay. Well, I'm out of questions. I have to go search for more now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing right now. Let me refresh what I have. We go back to controversial, Joshua.
I'm not on controversial.
Or should I go back?
Sure.
A lot of these are like very similar, though. Let's see.
Okay. Would you rather do everything for the rest of your life with one hand or everything with both hands?
What?
Right?
Oh, I
Like
see.
every single action you do with your hands, would you rather do it with one hand for the rest of your life or with two hands?
I feel like I would do one hand because there's some things they just seem really awkward to do.
What if you're like typing? Would you say using a keyboard and mouse is
Yeah.
one or two separate things?
That's true.
Because
Well, I assume like
you could use each independently, or you can use them
Yes.
together. So would you have to have, like, you grab your mouse with two hands, and then you're typing normally, right? But to move the mouse, you have to use two hands.
yes, that's what I assume so. Because I think those are two separate actions. Like typing and using a mouse.
I would use one.
I'm trying to think of a case where one would be really bad.
You're having to like haul something up, right? Like to pick up something, you use one hand. That doesn't sound
Yeah.
very fun, especially if it's very heavy. I think I would probably go with the one hand, and if I die, then I die.
Imagine brushing your teeth with two hands.
Yeah, you see, like, there's just so many things that I already do in my life with one hand. I'd rather just only use one hand.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to do a push-up with one hand.
Just do 2 push-ups.
Oh my god.
Every single time you open a door, you have to open it with 2 hands.
Dude, there's just too many things that I do with one hand.
Yeah, that's why I immediately said it.
Like, I would not. Okay. Would you rather be able to see through physical things, like walls and doors, or be able to see through figurative things, like lies and, fake promises?
Second one.
Yeah, that one seems pretty good.
The X-ray vision doesn't have that many, like, has a
Probably
it's
figure.
not nearly as useful.
You could use, like X-ray hacks in Minecraft, but you could do that in real life.
Yeah, but like, what are you gonna do? Yeah, so.
If you ever want to go mining diamonds in real life.
Oh, yeah, probably figurative, right?
I would go. I'm trying to think of a time where physical would be a better option. Like, maybe you have, like, something that's broken on the inside, you can't figure it out, you just look through the side, and you're like, ah, I see. It's fucked up because of, like,
Yeah.
my laptop, something has happened to the inside. And I can figure out what it is. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, other times where being able to see through, like, something physically would be very helpful. I think, like, when you're looking for something, that'd be very nice. I'd still probably go with figurative, though. That just sounds
Yeah.
generally better for a lot of social interactions. Okay, would you rather have the ability to teleport or be able to create legal $5 bills by clapping?
Mm.
And I'm assuming that teleportation, like, is to anywhere on the planet.
The teleportation sounds so nice, but I think the clapping is just better.
Think about how
Yeah.
much money you can make by just
Fucking
clapping.
$5.
That's $5 legal dollars. And it doesn't say that it's being taxed. So, that's non-taxed income. Imagine how much of the economy you could destroy.
Like, teleportation is nice, but $5 is $5.
That on its own is like, would you rather be able to teleport or have $5? Like, teleportation is nice, but $5 is $5, you know what I'm saying?
Millennials be like,
You need all the money you can get, man.
Yeah. Like, just, you're continuously clapping. How many times do you clap in a minute?
But is it possible for you to make more money with teleportation?
If you could
You
teleport
can
other
teleport
people, you
into
could,
like a bank vault.
yeah, and steal money.
But-
And that will be like... Do bank vaults have...
Cameras? Yeah, they definitely do.
most
Like,
money
inside the
is
vault, I just
digital
wanna
now,
make sure.
though.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Well, you could teleport to like someone. I don't know.
If you could teleport other people, you could charge a hefty amount as like a service. You could be like, I can
Or-
teleport you anywhere on the earth instantly.
If you can teleport like things that you're holding, right?
Yeah. Like, only you could physically teleport, so you come out on the other side just, like,
Yeah.
naked. You don't have anything on you that isn't you. You have, like a pacemaker. You teleport over, it's gone.
Oh god.
So I'm assuming
That'd
that
be
you can
worse
teleport
quest.
other things. I think
Oh, man.
I don't know, because teleportation's super convenient.
Yeah,
Like-
but $5.
But $5 is $5,
$5.
dude.
Oh.
I would just sit in the corner of my room and just constantly clap. Like my hands would be raw, but my bank account would not be.
I'm making so much money.
Think about that. I'll be able to fill up a swimming pool, but with like $5 bills.
Yeah,
Think about how much money that is.
I don't know. Both are very tempting.
I think I like $5 because I will be put in an instant where I could single-handedly destroy the economy, and there's nothing no one can really do to stop me.
Could you really single-handedly destroy the economy, though?
I mean, like, think about how much you could clap.
Yeah, but okay. How many times are you clapping?
As many times as I need to.
How many US dollars are in circulation?
Alright, let's see.
Or there's 40 billion notes,
40 billion notes, okay?
but that's not the amount of money.
How many times can you clap in a minute? So,
I mean,
the
on
fastest
record,
amount of
I mean,
claps, right, that anyone has ever done in a minute is 1,080 times.
Yeah, but that's not you.
How many times can
You're gonna break your fucking wrists.
the average person clap in a minute?
There's $10 trillion in existence, but I think it varies a lot.
Okay, this is just giving me the number of the world record. I want to know how many times the average person claps.
This is so tough.
No. Okay. Okay. What amount of inflation would be destroying the economy?
I'm unsure. The average person clap 160 times in a minute.
Like, we have an annual inflation rate of like 2.5% right now. Apparently.
In a minute, if you're clapping an average 160 times, you get $800, right? So how many, for how long would you have to clap in order to double
Okay, yeah,
the
you're
US
not
money
destroying the
supply?
economy, buddy. We're getting $800 per hour for like, wait, did you say per minute?
Per minute.
Yeah, you're not destroying the economy. Not even close.
God damn it. Fuck. But I mean, $800 is $800.
Every
though.
day. You clapped every day for, let's say, 60 years. How much money would you have? Every day, every minute.
What?
You would have 25 billion.
I think I would go with clapping.
Wow.
I would probably go with clapping. I think that would
Yeah, but
probably
you're
be-
not destroying the economy.
That makes me very sad. That is unfortunate.
Oh, true.
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 Alright.
All right.
I think we'll do maybe like one more.
Sure.
Let's see. Would you rather take no fall damage or have infinite sprint? Like,
Real life.
In
Yeah.
real life.
Infinite sprint.
How often do you fall off of things from heights that are, dangerous?
but think about it. With this power, you can.
You can Goomba stomp people.
Yeah, but like, why would you do that?
Why? Okay, great. I can jump out of windows now. Why would I do that?
It's a party trick. You're like, guys, watch this.
That's true,
and you
yeah,
jump
it could
out of
probably
like a
take you
50-story building.
Yeah, or you can sprint forever. You're gonna be fucking zooming.
Well, I mean, I guess how. Like,
Yeah, you basically like
if
if
you're
you're
not
in like
damaging your
people
timing
Wait,
and
people
you-
muscles, you'll
drive places
technically
because they
never
can't you
be able
can't
to
sprint
like.
that far. But if you could sprint without getting tired, why would you need like a car for a lot of cases? Unless you want to go somewhere quickly. Like if people want to like commute to work, right? They could just sprint.
True.
How often do you jump out of a window to work?
Yeah, but what if you take fall damage while sprinting?
Exactly.
Don't, I guess.
Because what I'm thinking about is like how fast you're gonna be while sprinting, right? And
Yeah.
like,
You gotta consider that you can't jump while sprinting either, so you're still slow.
yeah,
Sprint jumping.
yeah.
in
Because
real
if you
life.
jump too much, you'll take fall damage.
Yeah. I feel like both of these are like low-key useless.
They kind of are. I'd probably use sprint. I think that's gonna be a little bit more useful than fall damage.
Yeah.
Like, well, the appeal of being able to jump out of a large building and be fine is appealing.
Yeah. Dude, you
it
can
is-
win any race.
Well, no, it doesn't mean you can win any race. It just means you'll never
Oh.
get tired.
Do a lot better than others.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you potentially will still be slow as fuck, right? Like if you are not a fast sprinter, like you'll be like,
Well, couldn't you? If there is no limit on your like, I don't know. Never mind. You are kind of right. Yeah.
you you become an astronaut. You get knocked out of orbit. And you just start like tunneling into the atmosphere. You just come out fine.
Oh my god.
I think sprint will probably be better. Okay, that was pretty short, so maybe we'll do one more. Okay. So this is gonna be a JoJo's thing. Would you
Okay.
rather be able to freeze time, reverse time, or fast forward time? So, uh, would you rather have the world bites the dust, or King Crimson?
Uh, does it work the same way as Bites the Dust?
Well, no.
Does
Like-
someone have to die every time? What the fuck? Is that a spoiler?
Kinda.
Um,
I think
Probably reverse time, right?
that sounds pretty good. Yeah.
And because like he could reverse time like to like a point, right?
Yeah. Well, no, the whole point of Bites the Dust was that you do reverse time to a point.
Yeah, right. So it never specifies how far in the past that point is,
Yeah.
right?
Like,
Well, even if it's like only a day, right? Like, both of the other abilities are like severely limited by like how many seconds.
well, okay, no. Like, let's not limit it by like actual seconds.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
Because then, if we're talking about in terms of the stance purely, the Bites the Dust most definite. Well, then we also then every time Bites the Dust activated, someone would have to die.
Okay.
Because someone would
Well,
have to
that's
figure
a
out your.
sacrifice I'm willing to take.
Wait a minute. You would have
Wait
to
a minute.
reveal your identity to someone, them to blow up, and then for you to be able to reverse time.
Yeah, but like you could reverse like 30 years, right? So like, yeah.
Well, I mean, the Bites the Dust reverse the time to the beginning of that day every time, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of people in a city.
Okay.
So.
Disregard.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Right. That was a joke. I was just making the comparison, not actually the stance.
Okay, so what's the action? So all of the abilities are forever.
Yes, you could reverse as far as you like, fast forward as far as you like, freeze time for as long as you'd like.
Or, sorry, I wasn't.
No, it's just choose between the three.
Yeah, choose between those
Oh,
three.
I think I would still do reverse.
Like,
um,
I mean, it's either reverse or stop.
I would
Like,
go reverse, yeah.
reverse or
Like-
freeze? Like,
skipping time. Like, who cares? What the fuck?
Wait, there's pause, right? Or no?
yeah, freeze, reverse, or fast forward.
Actually, I would probably do freeze. Or I don't know.
Like, freezing and
Probably do reverse.
reversing have both have like good appeal, but like,
I feel like reverse could be fun.
yeah, you could undo fuck ups, right?
You could reverse to when Bitcoin was cheap.
That's
Yeah.
true. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how
You
freezing
can come
time
up
would
with
be better.
something that's became very popular, like Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
You could reverse time far enough back for you to no longer be born, so you could do
become
something that you
Disney.
couldn't do because you're not born yet.
You can finally get 100% in your pick'ems.
That's true.
Yeah.
Think about how many bets you could win, like by reversing time. How much
Yeah.
money you could get. You like look at the stock market. You're like, you follow like a handful of stocks. You're like, these increased. I'm gonna reverse time back to when they were cheap, and I'm gonna buy that shit.
Yeah. I think reversing time is just OP.
Think about the information that you could like bring back with you.
Yeah.
You could like make things that become very popular.
Well, okay.
You could steal other people's ideas.
Yeah.
It's a main like evil thing you can do.
With reversing time?
Well, why are you doing evil things?
Well, no, I'm saying you can do a lot of evil things when you reverse time.
You could do a lot of evil things when you freeze time too.
Like, why are you so
Exactly.
focused on doing evil
Or
things?
just evil.
Do you perhaps want to do evil things?
I want to make a joke about
Well,
part
no, maybe I'll
6.
do it and then reverse time, so I didn't do it. Well,
You know,
that.
like when you're playing a video game and you like have different like options to do things. You do the bad thing. You quick save, do the bad thing, then reload the old save.
It's like having quick save in real life.
Yeah. Re-zero.
Up and very nice in Fury, because in Fury, when you do the secret ending, it sends you all the way back to the beginning.
Right.
Mm.
I did not know that until I.
Assuming that you have like a good amount of control over each of these powers, I think reversing time would be better. If you have limited control over each of these, freeze time would probably be better, I think.
If you had limited control.
Yeah, like you could only go back like a handful of seconds.
The problem with stuff like that is like, you would want to reverse all the time.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
then
know.
you can.
Yeah, but then I feel like you can't accept a. I don't know. It's psychological stuff, I guess.
Yeah, but you don't need to accept it because you
Okay.
could just reverse time.
What if there's a limit on how much you could reverse
But
and how
what
much you could
if you,
freeze
what if
time?
accepting it?
But like after you reverse time once, could you reverse time like again if it was like a limited thing, right? Could you do like, like in Steins Gate Zero?
You're gonna. Well, yeah. I'm assuming you could, right?
Right?
Like, okay, maybe you have like a point of
It's just like
cooldown.
cooldown.
Yeah. Like,
It's an echo hold.
if you say that like you could reverse time or freeze time for 10 seconds,
Is it like a cooldown until it
and then
becomes
it comes
faster?
back
You
every 4
Can I
just-
seconds.
Can I build CDR?
No.
shut up.
Like, it goes. You could reverse time or freeze time for 10 seconds. Then you could use it every 4 seconds. Like,
Hmm.
to limit this, so reversing time isn't the obvious answer.
Wait, what did you say again? What about reversing time?
Because reversing time seems a lot better than being able to.
No,
Reversing
but what
time
was the
unlimited.
extra constraint?
You have 10 seconds. You could either reverse time by 10 seconds or freeze time by 10 seconds with a cooldown of 4 seconds. Like, you can't just constantly be reversing time 10 seconds or constantly
Cooldown of
freezing
4
time.
seconds?
Yeah.
So you can reverse
You
time,
can still go
wait
backwards.
for,
though.
and then yeah, but
You have to
go
have
in
a
6
cooldown of
seconds.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
Or 11 seconds, so you can't freeze time.
yeah, like you're constantly like, if you want to go back an hour, you can, but do you want to?
I think if it was 10 seconds like that and you had to do it like that, I would probably do stop time.
Every time you stop time, you yell out "Zowaldo."
Oh my god. Could be good.
Like what time would you choose? Like what time limit would you choose reversing time over freezing time?
Like,
Assuming that like the cooldown is going to be like 40% of how much time you like either freeze or reverse.
I guess like a week. I don't know. Is that
A
too
week.
long?
I would probably do if it was like an hour.
An
Hour
hour
seems
is where you would choose reversing time over freezing.
Yeah, like an hour seems not bad.
Yeah.
Oh wait, okay, yeah, then I would do an hour. Yeah,
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking as well. Like, you go back
actually,
further. Like, yeah, I think anything under an hour though, I'd probably start, or maybe even 50 minutes. I'd choose freezing time.
Yeah, I would start considering it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just every time you reverse time, you could yell "bites the dust," and no one will remember it. But every time you freeze time, and you appear in a different location, people are gonna look at you very strangely. After you yell out "the world," right? They're gonna remember it's like that's the dude that yelled out "the world," right? But they'll never remember that you made a reference to a Queen song, because it didn't happen.
Yeah.
ooh,
But the world has so much more meme quality over bites the dust, I feel. Because bites the dust reverses time, but the world comes with its own cool sound effect.
Oh my god.
If you had the sound effect
no,
for freezing time,
no.
would you be
Looking
more
at the
inclined to
cool
choose
stuff,
freezing
okay.
time over?
Wait, what?
Does I don't remember bites the dust having like,
It has a cool explosion noise.
oh yeah, that's because somebody blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the best part.
thank you.
So you could freeze time by yelling out the world, and you have the cool sound effect. Or every time you detonate anyone, like an explosive, you could go back in time. To like the start of the day or whatever.
Yeah,
They can't really trace any of these explosion homicides back to you, can they?
Yeah, exactly. Now you're starting to get it.
What if you like fuck up a lot in like one day? And like just like 5 people blow up around like the same time. People are gonna I think if one person blows up, people are gonna be like, that's kinda strange. You know? Like you're talking to your friend and suddenly they develop, you're like, he normally doesn't do that. You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I think.
People don't normally blow up. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could happen.
I've
It
seen,
could.
I've seen some people, and I know they don't blow up.
Yeah, I've known quite a few people that have yet to blow up. Yet being
Yeah.
the keyword.
Yeah, what if people
We'll see if
just
it
blew
stays
up
that way.
but we never knew?
Like, what the fuck? What does this question become? So unlimited. I think we're all choosing reversing time.
Yeah. It's just too good.
That's too powerful. With the time limit of like an hour or under is where we choose freezing time. And if somebody has to detonate for this power to happen, bites the dust. Like, for all of us. To reverse time. It's the cherry on top. But you get the cool sound effect, you know, if you freeze time.
Cool sound effect.
You get the cool sound effect. Like, you had that cool visual cue, too, as well. right?
True.
You gotta be going around and go, 1 second has passed. Or whatever.
Ugh.
What if you kill, like, more, like, get some blood from a certain bloodline? It could extend the amount of time that you freeze. Like, you could move a lot during stop time. Right? You could punch holes through, like, 70-year-old Japanese kids. In
Okay,
Egypt.
But you're not a vampire.
Yeah, but you're not a vampire. That's true. What if you could stop time and you were a vampire?
Yeah, but like then you would have to be a vampire.
Yeah, but you could
That's-
shoot lasers out of your eyes. And you would never fall for the
Only-
Thunder Cross split
only-
attack.
You're right. You're right.
Because I have fallen for the attack far too many times than I'd like to admit. And, you know, you're walking down the street and this guy jumps at you with, like, trying to kick me. I throw my 2 arms out to stop him and he goes, "You fool! You fell for it!"
Classic.
My Thunder Cross split attack. It really sucks, man.
Okay.
Alright,
I have one last one.
Alright.
Would you rather play only single player games or only play multiplayer games?
Oh.
Single.
Does that mean that like another person has to be on, or the game has to support multiplayer?
You can only play the multiplayer aspect. Like, if you're playing Minecraft, you're playing on a server, I would say. Right? Or I don't think Minecraft's a good example because you can basically do your own thing. It's
Yeah,
multiplayer
you can
as well.
turn it into a single player game.
Any
But I
fighting
assume
game.
like what they mean is like you need like social interaction in the game.
Sound like a mom.
What the f-
That's tough.
I mean, honestly, I would probably want to play multiplayer games just because I find that more enjoyable. That's just me.
No, because I like the 2 games, like, multiplayer and single player, like, just as much. I love RPGs and platformers, but I also love, like, fighting games and stuff like that.
Like,
I think the thing is
I-
I play way too much single player games. So I
I
feel
would
like
probably go for single player,
Yeah.
but it's hard.
Like, I would never
Yeah,
be
it-
able to...
I mean, I might be
either-
biased because I'm developing a multiplayer game, but you know,
Yeah.
I just like Minecraft in single player is a little bit boring to me. I'm obviously not to everyone, but to me, and so that's why I think
Yeah.
I would take the multiplayer option.
Like,
Yeah.
I would
can
never be
agree.
able to play Xenoblade again, but I could play Smash. Or I could never be able to play Smash again, or I could play Xenoblade.
But think about it. If you can only play single player games, you never have to play League ever again.
That's true. But just because you're playing multiplayer games doesn't mean you have to play League.
And
Yes, you do.
also going forward, more and more games support multiplayer. So you're kind of closing off your game selection. Like fewer single player games are made every year than multiplayer games.
That's true. But I feel like the single player games that come out are much better than most multiplayer games.
Never being able to play Smash again, or never being able to play an RPG again.
I don't think there's many multiplayer like story driven games out,
There's not.
right? So yeah,
Ah, but Smash is so much fun.
imagine playing Smash.
Oh my god.
Well, but how enjoyable is Switch Online?
Mm-hmm.
But I
That's
does,
true.
does this assume that the online service works and is like reasonable, or is it you get Joe Random's online service like we have now?
listen, I will not be stuck playing World of Light.
um,
Like-
yeah,
That's like online services don't exist forever. So does this cover that?
well, like probably not.
But you will be able to play new games on new services. Like, oh fuck. I think I would probably do multiplayer.
Mm.
I don't know. It's a hard choice.
It's a hard choice, but at the end of the
I'd
day,
probably switch like every single like day. I don't know. Because Because sometimes I crave multiplayer and sometimes I crave single.
Yeah.
It's
Same.
like,
I think I'd rather do multiplayer games because I play enough games that are multiplayer where I can just kind of like fuck off and do whatever the hell I want. Like,
yeah.
where it basically becomes a single player game.
Yeah.
But like, I'll never be able to experience something on the par of multiplayer games in a single player game.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'd still go single player, but it's hard.
Yeah, I'd probably go multiplayer.
Does sharing what you've made make it? Does it still make it single player? Like, is the game itself like the game doesn't support networking? Does that make it? Does that make it single player?
What if
Does
someone was
local
backseat
multiplayer
gaming
count
you?
as multiplayer, or is only online multiplayer
Well, I'm
count?
assuming
You're playing by
local
yourself.
multiplayer counts as or local multiplayer counts as multiplayer.
So if the game supports local multiplayer, then you can't play it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So here's the question is, what about games that support both single player and multiplayer? Actually, I'm
I
assuming you
mean,
can only play like the single player and or
yeah,
multiplayer
I
ones.
mean, like the question doesn't specify, but I
Like,
assume it just means you can't play games with any other person.
so you can play them, but you can't play the online component, or you can't play the single player component.
Yeah.
I assume so. Yeah.
The online Persona component of Persona 5 is fusion. Like you could fuse things using online. The only thing you'll be able to do in Persona 5 is fuse different personas together. That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
Ah, dude, there's so many single player games I like, but there's so
Yeah.
many multiplayer games I like too.
Well, that is the essence of a good would you rather.
I
It
think,
is a good one, Joe.
yeah, I think I do multiplayer just because it also like encouraged me to like communicate with people
Because I
more.
like playing games with friends. I also like playing alone.
Single player
Yeah.
games. Claim would never get to play Silk Song.
I know. Okay, yeah, actually, yeah, that's it. No, single player, single player. I can't
Oh my
go
God.
without Silk Song. I've been waiting for years. I
Yeah,
cannot let it
like-
go to waste.
Exactly.
You will never catch me playing a World of Light. I would go multiplayer.
No, I wouldn't even play that.
But I think there's like just so many good like single player games. Like
There are, but there's so many good multiplayer games as well.
that's true.
Yeah, I cannot go without Silk Song.
Like I have a lot of single player games, but I feel like once I finish them, like the story, I don't really go back to them, but I always go back to like a handful of multiplayer games. I think I'll
Mhm.
also get more value out of the multiplayer. Just because like I'll come back to them more. It'll be not as expensive.
Hmm.
Like I would not be able to play some of my favorite games, but yeah, I do
Just
multiplayer.
play Minecraft forever.
Yeah.
Modded Minecraft is single player.
Basically becomes single player because how unstable the
Yeah.
multiplayer is.
Ooh,
Ooh.
not wrong.
Coca-Cola sends their regards.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming
Thank-
nobody else has any more questions?
I don't.
Nice.
Alright. Now I'm gonna end it here because we've been talking for 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
This is gonna be a big one.
Big boy.
Wait, it's been 2 hours. Wow.
Yeah. So you guys have anything you want to plug again?
Yeah.
By Silk Song.
No, I don't mean yeah. I have anything to say. Just my promotion is yeah.
Amazing promotion.
Incredible. Well, this has been the DPS podcast. Thank you for joining us this time. Maybe one day we'll have a consistent upload schedule of this. It's not going to be anytime soon, though.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.